Welcome back to Chemistry and Physics page, simplified page. Well, today we're going to be, I just got this topic from WAEC. It says that the mass of sodium hydroxide that is required to prepare 250 cm cube of 2.0 mole DM3 NaOH. You know, NaOH means sodium hydroxide, that's the symbol. Now, is what? N, we don't know. We are trying to find N, the mass. Now, first of all, let's try to simplify solution. We're going to be dividing it into two. Now, we're going to ask ourselves questions. We need to get the formula. You know, one thing with chemistry, you need to have the formula. Let's first derive the first formula. You know, the formula according to stoichiometry is N is equal to M over Mn. When you ask what does it mean, this means number of moles, or you can call it amount, or you can call it moles. Now, why this one represents the mass, which we are told to find. Now, the second one is this. This one is molar mass. That is this. Yeah, this one we're asked. Now, if we try to look at this, molar mass is the only thing given. We don't have the mole to find the mass, but there is a little relationship where we can find the mole. It's between this and this, and that if we can relate them by the formula of another formula for mole, which says molarity times volume. This is the second formula for mole according to stoichiometry. Molarity times volume. That is this molarity times this volume. But this volume is not in DM3. Make sure in what do we call it? In chemistry has a way of doing it. So physics is different. In chemistry, everything concerning titration, whatever that has to do with volume and stoichiometry, you must make sure that the volume given is in DM3. Like now, this one is not up to 1000 cm3. If it's up to 1000 cm3, I would have taken it like that and be going. But this one is only 250 cm. So I have to divide by 1000 to get it in what? DM3. So I will try to go by the formula. Let me just try to convert it by dividing by 1000. If I divide this thing by 1000, one cancel this, we are left with if you give me 0.25 moles. Sorry, not moles. Yes, cm. So it's now in cm. Now, when the moment I've divided it now, the next thing I'll do is to now go by the formula. Mole is equal to molarity times what? Volume. Now the volume is given. We have found the volume. Now we're going to multiply it by this number. So we'll say this substitution 2.0 times 0.25. Now the next thing we are going to be multiplying it will give us n is equal to 0.5. That's what will give us 0.5 what? Make sure you include your unit mole. So the moment you give us this now, the next thing we are going to be doing is to go back to this formula. So it's now easier for us to find the mass. The mass is not known, so the molar mass is 40. Now the mole which we have found is 0.5. So what are we going to do? Just go and substitute. N is equal to M over Mn. So what do we do? We substitute N is equal to M over Mn. I'll cross multiply to leave ML alone. So this is N is 0.5. 0.5 times mm, which is 40. M is equal to what? 20 kg. So we'll write it in kg. They didn't tell us